So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I go with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care. care about any bar. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hope me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with them steppers. Niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb. Yeah, bitch, we whole start. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low. Told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They turn their head over, nigga.
I read where Eve did to Adam. I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So time war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but their question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit like it ain't on who got this gun, it's on who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raise up the chain first. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1974, Patricia Hearst,
All right, we're live. Okay. All right, we're live on Facebook. Like, share, subscribe. Water. Okay. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemah Avdom by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm preaching on Separatiza out of Yonkers, New York, and this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start off from 1 West 125th Street under Commander General Yohana. And since 1969, we were teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people of the Bible. Let's clap it up for the Lord. This is Isupk Tuesday Brotherhood class. Let's clap it up for the Brotherhood and the Sisterhood. Like I said, I'm preaching on Separatis out of Yonkers, New York. And that video that we just played, you know what I'm saying, that was talking about this Edomite that was kidnapped. And she, her name is Patricia, right? Her name is Patricia. Play that video one more time, Baba Kishore. And that Edomite, she was kidnapped, and she was with her kidnappers for a period of time. And within that period of time, she started sympathizing with her kidnappers. She started doing exactly everything what her kidnappers was doing. She took on the traits of her kidnapper. She took on the philosophy of her kidnapper. She took on the actions of her kidnapper.
Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1970,
So what happened to her? She was kidnapped for 2 months. She was with her captors for 2 months. Within that 2 months, she started sympathizing with her kidnappers. Like I said, she took on the philosophy of her kidnappers. She took on the traits of her kidnappers. She took on all the actions where her kidnappers said it was okay to do, based on the philosophy of her kidnappers. Not only she took on the traits of a kidnapper, she got her name changed. So she wasn't Patricia anymore. She was Tanya. She was Tanya now. That's what her kidnappers called her. You know what I mean? And that's what happened to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That only happened to this Edomite woman for 2 months. We've been in this country, you know what I'm saying? We've been underneath the boot heel of our slave master over 600 years. What traits that we took on? What philosophy that we took on? And it says right here, when she got caught, you know what I'm saying, by all, you know what I'm saying, all the crime activity, you know what I'm saying, which she was participating with her kidnappers, she told the authorities that she was innocent. And she, you know what I'm saying, she was under the influence of her kidnappers. So what are we doing, blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians? When we're selling drugs, when we're disrespecting each other, when, you know what I'm saying, when we harming each other. We've been in this country over, like I said, for 600 years. It got it to the point that our kidnappers, our violators, our unalivers, we took on their traits. We took on the philosophy of everything what they say. It got so bad that now we're walking around with their names on us. We participated in the, you know what I'm saying, in their government. We participate in their holidays. We participate in any act, you know what I'm saying, from making money all the way down into, you know what I'm saying, to being married to a woman.
Right.
We took on everything. When everything our kidnapper says, that will become our law. Just remember, blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, we are another nation of people. We're not Europeans. We're not Europeans. We're not Spaniards from Spain. We're not French. You know what I'm saying? We're not Frenchmen from France. We're not British. We're none of those. We're a totally different nation of people from these Europeans. But we have been kidnapped by the Europeans. Now, you know what I'm saying, in 2000, from, you know what I'm saying, since they put their paws on this land, you know what I'm saying, for the past 600 years, we suffer from Stockholm Syndrome on the highest level. On the highest level. We took on their gods. We took it on their philosophy according to the Bible. You know what I mean? We took on white Jesus doctrine. We took on slave master doctrine. We took on, we have to love our enemies. That's what we took on. That's what we're doing right now. And we're on automatic pilot. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Our slave master don't have to doctrinate us because we already indoctrinated. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we the preaching of prophet Isupk since 1969, when we teach our people the truth according to the Bible, and tell them that, you know what I'm saying, the Most High God and Jesus only came for one nation of people. Our people will fight against us, and they will pull John 3:16. Where did he learn John 3:16 from? Where did we learn it from? We learned it from our slave master. That's, you know what I'm saying? We do anything, the way that we think, you know what I'm saying, is according to our slave master, period. We did not get no counsel after slavery, the trauma, even after civil rights, sir. Everything that happened, that, you know what I'm saying, that you see your babies, your little girls and your little boys being bitten by dogs. You see your mother and father, you know what I'm saying, walking down the street. And just because, you know what I'm saying, just because they stepped on a European's foot by accident, they got lynched. We witnessed that. We witnessed 4 little girls. We witnessed churches being bombed. We witnessed that. Who gave us trauma? Who gave us this trauma that we, you know what I'm saying, that we saw in our life? The people who kidnapped us. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, why are we learning to love the kidnappers? Why? How is this possible? Because we suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. We suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. Bob Kashar, can you give me that first scripture?
Which one?
Matthew's, was it 6 and
24?
Come. To my book. Oh, here. We get Matthew 6 and 24. Because this is what, you know what I'm saying, our king was saying to us. Because this is what, you know what I'm saying? Everything that happened right now, it happened back then. We was underneath the boot heel of the Romans. We was doing, you know what I'm saying? We took on the Romans' customs. Even though we had our own land, but it looked greener on the other side of the tracks. Their ice was colder. Their ice was colder. That's what happened. And that's what we see it to this day. That's what we see it to this day. Can you read that, Baba Shah, if you have it?
Matthew chapter 6, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
No man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and Mammon.
Yeah, blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. Read that from the top, Baba Kashar.
Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters.
It says what?
No man can serve two masters.
Oh, no. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church and the Catholic church and the Muslim mosque and our local church, it said that we love God. Say that again.
No man can serve two masters.
Wait, hold up. You try to say, you know what I'm saying? You try to say that I cannot celebrate Christmas, but you know what I'm saying? But the Most High God told me not to celebrate Christmas. Say that again.
No man can serve two masters.
No, I can serve God and I can serve Christmas and Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? And any all these other pagan holidays.
No man can serve two masters.
No man can serve two masters. Stockholm syndrome. We don't serve the Most High God. We serve white Jesus doctrine. We serve Bill Clinton. You know Bill Clinton's the first black president, right, sir? That's the first black president. You see, but
saxophone and
smoke weed and have unlawful sex. And have all unlawful sex. You know what I mean? And that's where we took on the traits. We took on that trait. I was there when blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians call him a black man. I was there. You try to say that's not Stockholm syndrome? That's Stockholm syndrome. Sha'ath 1. Pull that scripture. That scripture. Read that scripture about the Start from the top.
Chapter 6, verse 24.
Yeah, I saw you was doing something. All right, go on.
No man can serve two masters.
Say that again.
No man can serve two masters.
That's what the Christian church, the Catholic church, you know what I'm saying, any of these so-called leaders for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We cannot serve, you know what I'm saying, the Most High God in America. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Joe Biden is our God. Bill Clinton is our God.
Right now, such a political move too. You have Levi that's making songs about Joe Biden because there is a current program right now that Joe Biden administration have put in place for people from Nicaragua, Honduras, Venezuela, Haiti, and I believe there's a fifth country, I can't remember, that they can come to the U.S. for 2 years temporarily. And Levi are going crazy, making songs about Joe Biden. They call Joe Biden Uncle Biden, because now they have an opportunity to come here to Babylon. And that shows you not only the amount of hair that the oppressor have created in our so-called homeland, where we feel like we need to come here, but also from our people's side to look at this oppressor, this devil who destabilized our country in the first place.
That's right.
Now we calling him uncle.
Well, that you know what I'm saying? And what you're saying is hard body one west, because you remind me of what a pimp do. This is pimping. This is pimping 101. You know what I mean? This is pimping 101. This is how you could, you know what I'm saying? This is how you could, you You gotta get a certain woman. And America know this, because they, you know what I'm saying, they've been pimping so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians all, you know what I'm saying, for centuries. They've been pimping all the other countries, all, you know what I'm saying, the Mexico, you know what I'm saying, Dominican Republic, Haiti, you know what I'm saying, Jamaica, everything in the Caribbean, everything in North America and South America, they've been pimped. So what a pimp do, you know what I'm saying, the pimp do is beat his, you know what I'm saying, beat his hoes. He beat them down. He beat them down. No, not some submission. He beat them down, you know what I'm saying, to the point. He beat them down to the point of, you know what I'm saying, to the point of almost death. This is what a pimp does. This is pimping 101, and I'm giving you some game. America beat, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to the inch of their life. And when, you know what I'm saying, and when he beat them down to the inch of their life, what he gonna do is he gonna give that person a sandwich. He gonna, you know what I'm saying, he gonna give that person some running water. He gonna cook that person a steak. And you know what, you know what I'm saying, you know what happened to us? And that's what we say, oh, this is compassion right here. You know what I mean? Yeah, he beat me, but he gave me a steak now. So that means that he loved me. We got beaten, you know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we got, you know what I'm saying, we got beaten woman syndrome. That's what a pimp does. He beat you down to the inch of your life, then he raised you back up. Then he raised you back because you're hungry, because you're hurting. Now, you know what I'm saying, now he done beat Haiti down, you know what I'm saying, down to so long. He let, you know what I'm saying, he did so much to Haiti. Millions and millions of dollars was into Haiti. Why did Haiti couldn't sustain their stuff, you know what I'm saying, by you know what I'm saying, by getting all this millions of dollars? This is Haiti, you gotta understand, Haiti is a paradise. Haiti is a paradise island. You could throw seeds. You could literally throw seeds on the dirt and it will grow. That's the Caribbean. That's the Caribbean. But Haiti is poor. Venezuela is poor. Venezuela can't feed himself. Even though you could throw weed seeds, marijuana seeds into the dirt and it will grow as trees. You try to say, you know what I'm saying? You try to say that beans, rice, fruits, vegetables cannot grow out the same soil? Only coca leaves? Huh? No potatoes, only coca leaves. Only drugs can grow out of that soil, huh? So you can only grow stuff out of that soil that make you high. And when the U.S., you know what I'm saying? Because remember, U.S. is the biggest consumer. The United States and Europe is the biggest consumer of drugs. You cannot get drugs in the United States unless you get permission from Joe Biden. You can't. You can't. There's no army protecting Haiti. There's no national army protecting Puerto Rico. There's no national army protecting DR. There's no national army protecting Venezuela. There's no national army protecting Honduras. There's no army protecting our people. There's no army at all. I say this all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's no army protecting the Mexican people. What is the Mexican cartel? They are crushed people. They are Stockholm Syndrome people. They think by selling drugs, that would make them good. They would make them cool and strong. But if America decided to invade Mexico, Mexico cannot do nothing about it. If if America decided to invade Jamaica, Jamaica can do nothing about it. If America decided to invade Honduras, Honduras can do nothing about it. Because that's American land. Honduras is American land. Haiti is American land. That was American land back when they declared their independence from France. Then America went in and invaded that country.
1914.
In 1914, am I right? That's when they got their hooks in. No, we're not going to do it that hard. What's going on? I'm telling you. So that's what happened. Read that scripture one more time.
God, 6 verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
Say that again.
No man can serve two masters.
No man can serve two masters. No man cannot serve two masters. What are you serving? What are you serving? That master is that weed. That master, you know what I'm saying? That master is white Jesus doctrine. That's that master. That's who you love. You don't love your people. You love that weed. You love that stuff that make you feel good. That's what you love. You don't love your brothers. That's what you want. That's what you want to do. You want to do what you want to do. And what you want to do, you know what I'm saying, is disrespecting your brothers and sisters. That's what you want to do. That's how you feel. That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We cannot serve two masters. Read on.
On time. For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Say that again.
For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Either he will hate the one and love the other. You love the other. You don't love the Most High God. It even, you know what I'm saying? Read that again.
For either he will hate the one.
Either he will hate the one. Read on.
And love the other.
And love the other. That's it. That's cutting. That's black or white. Either you do the right thing or you do the wrong thing. Either you love the Most High God or you don't love the Most High God. That's it. And either you love your people and want strictly independence, or you don't love your people and don't want independence. That's it. That's it. That's Stockholm Syndrome right there. And that's what we suffer from. Our brothers and sisters in Haiti is suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. They saw what happened in the 90s when their president got kidnapped by the U.S. government. They saw what happened when the Clintons, damn near own Haiti, if I'm right, sir. They own that. You cannot do nothing unless the Clintons know about it in Haiti. This is what's going on. We have Stockholm Syndrome. We love our master better than the master loved himself. That's what happens. This is what's going on now. It was going on back then. When our King, Yahushua, ignorantly called Jesus Christ to remind his people. You can't love Romans and our God at the same time. You can't do that. It don't make no sense. Read that again.
God. For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Even he will do what?
Either he will hate the one.
Even he will hate the one, read on.
And love the other.
And love the other. We can't serve two masters. Is he even going to serve, you know what I'm saying, the Most High God? You know what I'm saying, according to the Bible? Or we're not going to serve the Most High God. And we're going to serve America. And you know what I'm saying, by the action of by the actions and things that we're doing, it looks like that we're serving America. We're not serving, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's statute commandments, what the Most High God gave us. We're serving the Lord's statute commandments according to America. That's why, you know what I'm saying, that's why we love getting high. That's why we love doing the things that we want to do, except going up against, you know what I'm saying, going up against the status quo. This is what we do. So we speak like Americans. So we dress like Americans. So we, you know what I'm saying? So we, wherever in Rome, do with the Romans. The Roman was violating children. The Romans was part of the LGBTQ community. The Romans was, you know what I'm saying? The Romans was a bunch of pagans and celebrating these pagan holidays like Christmas, like New Year's, like Valentine's Day, birthdays. That's how they get down. That's what they do. And we took on the traits of that. Because we love, you know what I'm saying? Because we love our enemy. We love our kidnappers. And we suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. We don't finish that?
Or else he would hold to the one.
Say that again?
Or else he will hold to the one.
Or else he will hold to that one. He will hold to that one. Hey, love, read on.
And despise the other.
He will do what?
And despise the other.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? They despise, you know what I'm saying, when the priests and the prophets of the Isupk talk out this Bible, our people despise that. Our slave master, our kidnappers despise that. Because we showing our people who is the enemies, who is the kidnappers. Remember, we suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. We don't know who the enemy is. Our enemy is people who look like us. Meanwhile, we have Stockholm Syndrome. We the one who got kidnapped. We the one who took on the traits of our slave master. We the one who took on white Jesus doctrine. We the one, you know what I'm saying, called white Jesus our God. We the one who fight tooth and nail for our slave master. Slaves. For Europeans, you know what I'm saying, freedom. Slaves. After, when they finished fighting for the European freedom, they became slaves again. That was blacks, Hispanics, and the American. And what are we doing now? This day, we join, you know what I'm saying, our kidnappers' military. The same way that we joined our kidnappers' military back in the 1800s, back in the 1700s, back in the 1500s. And back in the 1400s. Because we have Stockholm Syndrome. That's what happened. We love our slave master. We don't.
Ye cannot serve the Most High.
Say that again.
Ye cannot serve the Most High.
Ye cannot serve the Most High. Who's reading? What color is those words right there?
Reading. Red.
It's red. So it's Yahushua, ignorant in court, Jesus Christ. He says what?
Ye cannot serve God.
Ye cannot serve God. Read on.
Mammon.
And what?
And mammon.
Now let me get the definition of mammon. What is the definition of mammon?
Mammon is money.
Mammon is money. That's what it is. We cannot serve the Most High. We cannot serve God and money. And we see it. We see it today. These days, we call it. What the young people call it now these days? Get in the bag. Get in the bag. They willing to get the bag and to destroy their morals. And after when they get the bag, they say they're going to thank the Most High God. Meanwhile, they're looking like whores on TV. They acting, you know what I'm saying? Men is acting like women. Women is acting like men. Men is on TV, you know what I'm saying, kissing other men. Women on TV kissing other women. You can't serve two gods. You serve the God of your slave masters. You serve, you know what I'm saying? We serve the God of our kidnappers. That's what we do. We serving God of because he make us feel better. He's serving, you know what I'm saying? We serving weed, you know what I'm saying? We serving all types of drugs because it make us feel good. That's what it does. It make us feel good. So we can forget all about our problems. So we can forget about the law, statute, commandments. So we can forget about those brothers who's on the corner talking to us about the truth. How to be a righteous person. That's the problem. That's what happened. Start that from the top up the show.
God. Matthew 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
Say that again.
No man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Either he will hate the one and love the other. Go on.
Or else he would hold to the one and despise the other.
Or else he would do what? Hold to the what?
Hold to the one.
Or else he will hold to that one. And he will, what he would do to the other?
Despise the other.
He would despise the other. He would despise the other. Read on.
Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
He cannot serve God and money. Mammon. That's what we came down to. Money is more important than your brother. Money is more important than your sister. Money is more important than your father. You know what I'm saying? Money in with this oppressor, our kidnappers is more important than God. That's what's going on. Now, where is our brotherhood? Where's our sisterhood? No, we serving our kidnappers. We took on the traits of our kidnappers. You could drop that. Go to where I'm at right now. You got that scripture, homeborn slave?
God.
All right, read that about the shop.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14.
Go on.
Is Israel a servant?
Say that again.
Is Israel a servant?
Is Israel a servant? Is God chosen people? Is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? Are we servants? We don't.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a what?
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, are we homeborn slaves? Jeremiah is saying this. He was saying this back then. And look at us right now in 2024. So-called 24. That's what to let you know who won the war. You know, that's when you let you know who, you know what I'm saying, who got the world, you know what I'm saying, who's on top of this entire world. Who's on top of this entire world? We go, you know what I'm saying, our years is according to our kidnappers. Our years according to our kidnappers, sir. That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The world said it is 2024. That would let you know who won the war. That would let you know who won the war. Because clearly, you know what I'm saying? Clearly that the Asian country is older than America. How old is America? 250 years, almost 300 years?
1776.
Yeah, since 17. Yeah, that's when they got independent. So you go for the independent, you know what I'm saying, from Britain. Say again?
248.
248. That's 248 years. Why didn't they count their year right there? Why is not the year of 248? Why not? Because Britain, America, France, Spaniards, the Portuguese, they're the same nation. They're brothers. This is what, you know what I'm saying? That's their philosophy. This is who they are. And they won, you know what I'm saying? And they won over the world. Look at the year that we in. This is what happens. We've been kidnapped. Read that from the top again.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Is Israel a servant?
Is Israel a servant? Go on.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a what?
Is he a homeborn slave?
Oh, we love being a slave right now because it make us feel good. You know what I'm saying? It make us feel good. White Jesus doctrine make us feel good, so good. Slave master doctrine make us feel good, so good. Just make us feel good. You know what I'm saying? Forget about the pain. That's what it does. It make us forget about the pain and take on the traits of our slave master. Take on the traits of Joe Biden. Joe Biden is coming to help us, even though you know what I'm saying? Even though he don't like a country, he don't like this country. He don't like my country. Even though, you know what I'm saying? Even though they completely destroyed our country. Completely. There's no Puerto Rican. There's no Puerto Rico. It's over. It's over. They decided, you know what I'm saying? There's only difference between Puerto Rico and Haiti. Americans decided, you know what I'm saying, to not put too much emphasis on Haiti. They own it, but we ain't gonna put too much emphasis. We're gonna put, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna let Haiti do what they're doing, but if they get out of line, we're gonna go over there just to make sure. But in Puerto Rico, that's what we're gonna do our dirt. On paper, quote unquote. On paper. That's what we're gonna do. So we could do all, you know what I'm saying? We could take all the money out of Puerto Rico and don't give Puerto Rico no, they're not part of the American budget. Right.
So I just saw this documentary. They do receive 80% swine from the United States.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, where you get your chitlins, the same way how they was feeding their slaves back then. That's it. You get the leftovers. You get what we don't want. You know what I mean? And that's because remember, you're not a person. You're just somebody that we stepping on. That's it. You're not a person, you're just somebody that we stepping on. And we decided that we don't want to step on you no more. We just go over there and that become, you know what I'm saying? That become the new Las Vegas. That's it. Guess what used to be Las Vegas? Cuba. Cuba was Las Vegas. Cuba. You know what I'm saying? And since the revolution, when the Cubans kicked, you know what I'm saying, the American government and the other, you know what I'm saying, the other foreign governments out, then it became Cuba, but not really, because America still got territory over there. If America decided to invade Cuba, because a couple of times they did, but they're not truly invaded Cuba. Then, you know what I'm saying? I say Cuba is the only country that have a fighting chance. And I say the fighting chance is slim because it'd probably be like 2 days. But they would fight. They would fight. Because they do have an army, quote unquote. They do have a nation, they do have an army that will protect the people. Puerto Rico Venezuela don't have that. Colombia don't have that. Haiti don't have that. Read that from the top.
Cuba doesn't have it either.
Oh, Cuba don't have it either.
The Cuban people do not have an army either. The Cuban people, due to politics, might have a form of protection that is truly vain, and that's because of the war between the U.S. and Russia. Our Cuban brothers, they are all in the same predicament that all the rest of the tribes are in.
Oh, God, definitely. And this way, and you know, Americans still, you know what I'm saying? They have sanctions on that country. You gotta realize, sanctions been on. You know what sanction is? To cut off everything. So they still got cars over there from the 40s, from the 50s. That's what America do. That's what I always say. On this side of this side of the planet, in North America and South America, it's America. You know what I mean? Even in what's the name? Even in Canada. That's just their brothers and sisters right there. That's it. That's just their brothers and sisters right there. You know what I mean? They you know what I'm saying? They all American. All of this is America. Yeah. All right. And that's what's going on. Read that scripture again.
Verse 14.
Go on.
Is Israel a servant?
Go on.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a what?
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a homeborn slave? And that's what happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. We, you know what I'm saying? We became homeborn slaves. That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how we don't look towards our brothers and sisters as brothers and sisters anymore. But since 1969, Isupk have been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you know what I'm saying, the truth about the Bible, that we have to look at ourselves as brothers and sisters. And more on that?
Why is he spoiled?
Why is what?
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled? We became spoiled in this country. Spoiled means nothing.
Destroyed.
Destroyed. You know what I mean? Destroyed. That's the reason why we're not looking towards each other as brothers and sisters, because we've been destroyed. Because who destroyed us? The kidnappers. That's going back to Stockholm Syndrome. Read on. You know that? All right. And that's what happened. You could drop that. Give me First John 3 and 18. Let me go to 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we can't, you know what I'm saying? We cannot go along with this oppressor anymore. We cannot. Too long. And it have not worked for us at all. We're not Americans. We're not. We're not American. We are a nation of people that's underneath a blue hill of Americans. That's what we are. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's what we are. We underneath the blue hill of another nation of people. Read that, Bob, sure if you have it.
Oh, God. The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 18.
Go on.
My little children.
Say that again.
My little children.
Go on.
Let us not love in words.
Say that again.
Let us not love in words.
Let us not love in words. Go on.
Neither in tongue.
Neither what?
In tongue.
Neither in tongue. Go on.
But in deed.
But in what?
In deed.
But we have to love in deed, in action. We can't just, you know what I'm saying, use it in this kingdom. We use love loosely, very loosely. So very loosely. We just say it. We don't do it. We just, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what love is, because, you know what I'm saying, how is slave master going to teach us about love? That's the same thing that, you know what I'm saying, our people, like I want to say in Haiti, they think what Joe Biden doing is love. So they're going to write songs about it. They think he's showing compassion. This is what we have to learn. We have to be retaught, because we suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. We suffer from that. We took on it, you know what I'm saying? Like I always said, we learn love from the kidnappers. How can a kidnapper teach us about love?
Amen.
Right.
We have a Roman perspective of love. That's why we say we're romantic, because we become Roman. This is the reason why next month we're about to express that love that we learned from the oppressor towards our women, the women that we have in children, but to be Romans with them.
Come. You know what I mean? Which mean could mean, you know what I'm saying, underneath this oppressor, it means anything. If you feel good and if it make you have an orgasm, that's what you would call love. If it gets you high, that's what you could call love. Love, you know what I'm saying? Love is you and your brother being on one accord. Drop that. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Because you know what I'm saying? You and your brother or you and your sister have to be on one accord. You have to be on one accord.
4 and 9.
Come. I mean, yeah, come.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9. 2 are better than 1.
Say that again, sir.
2 are better than 1.
2 are better than 1. There's no individual. 2 are better than 1. Read on.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Say that again.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Because they have a good reward for their labor, for the things that they're doing. 2 is better than 1. Read on. Just to tell them what the reward is. Go on.
Verse 10. For if they fall.
If what?
If they fall.
If they, 2 is better than. For if they fall, read on.
The one will lift up his fellow.
Well, say that again.
The one will lift up his fellow.
It says it right here. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. That's love right there. That's you know what I'm saying? That's 2 brothers on one accord, understanding what love is. You know what I mean? They follow the Lord's statute commandments. Read on.
But woe to him that is alone.
Say that again.
Woe to him that is alone.
Woe, like destruction to him and that is alone. Think that you could do it by yourself? You really think that you could do it by yourself? That's not what the Bible taught us. That's not what the Bible taught us right there. Trooper Child for one. You can hold that, sir. Go to Ecclesiastes 6 and 13. Read that from verse 10 again, sir.
Ecclesiastes.
No, I was having him. I said what you did. Slide. You still Ecclesiastes, yeah, chapter 4, verse 10.
You want Ecclesiastes 4 and 10?
Yeah, can you read that again, sir?
Ecclesiastes 4 and 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
And it's right there. For if one will fall, the other one will lift up his fellow. 2 is better than 1. Read on.
But woe to him that is alone.
Say that again.
Woe to him that is alone.
But woe to destruction to him that is alone. Trooper Sharp, read that scripture that you had.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Say that again.
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
It says separate thyself from thy enemies. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have enemies. Now it says it right here in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 10. It says for if we say can you blow that up?
If one, what? The one, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
If one fall, the one will lift up his fellow. And read on. But woe
to him that is alone.
But what?
When he falleth.
It said, woe to him that he's alone by when he falleth. Read that right there.
Oh God. Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Go on.
And take heed of thy friends.
You take what?
And take heed of thy friends.
2 is better than 1. It says, separate from thyself from thy enemies and take heed and pay close attention to a friend. Because if one fall, the friend is right there to pick him up. If one fall, the friend is right there to show him what love is. If one, you know what I'm saying? If one, you know what I'm saying? If whatever happened to the one, you have the other one there. So the labor won't be hard burden on that person. But it says woe to what?
Woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Destruction to him, to the one who falleth, because he don't have a friend. He don't have a friend there. What?
For he have not another to help him up.
He have, say that again?
For he have not another to help him up.
For he have not another to help him up. Destruction to him. He don't have that other. And in his kingdom, you know what I'm saying? Our slave master teaching us about individual, being an individual. Do it yourself. If you got to do something right, you got to do it by yourself. Do it all yourself. You want to be able, you know what I'm saying? That's what you say. That's what you see people. I built this. I did this myself. Nobody helped me. I had to pull it, you know what I'm saying? I had to do this, I had to do that. Most of the guys, you ain't even supposed to take all that burden yourself. Because you become selfish. It's all about you, and not thinking about anybody else. I want all the money. That's the murmur right there. You can't love God and money. And this is what our slave master taught us. He taught us this. And this is what we, you know what I'm saying? This is the Stockholm Syndrome. This is what our slave master teaching us. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that happened back then. That happened to those people. Those people is us. That didn't happen to you. Those people. So separate yourself from those people. He wants you to separate from your grandmother. He wanted to separate yourself from your grandfather. That's what he wanted to do. He wants you to forget about that. But nobody tell you, you know what I'm saying? Nobody tell the so-called, you know what I'm saying, the curly fries on the side with the little small hat to tell them to forget about the Holocaust. They tell them, come together. But tell, you know what I'm saying, but tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to separate themselves. Your enemy is your people. That's what they said. What happened on black crime? This is what, you know what I'm saying? This is what our slave master says. Read out from the top.
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Go on.
Take heed of thy friends.
And take heed to a friend. Read on.
Verse 14. A faithful friend.
A what?
A faithful friend.
A faithful friend. A loyal friend. Two is better than one. Two is better than one. Read on.
Is a strong defense.
Is a what?
Is a strong defense.
Oh man, it's right there. Is a strong defense. A faithful friend. A loyal friend. Is a strong defense. Read on.
He that hath found such an one.
Oh, he that hath found such an one. He that hath found that such an one, that faithful friend. Read on.
Hath found a treasure.
Hath found a what?
Hath found a treasure.
Hath found a what?
A treasure.
Hath found a treasure. A faithful friend. Two is better than one. Not loving, you know what I'm saying? Not loving and not just loving speech, but in deed. That's the friend.
If I may, that's actually the cure. What we just read now, that is the cure for Stockholm Syndrome. Because Stockholm Syndrome will have you hold on to your enemy. And then when you hold on to your enemy, you hold on to your culture. Now you're going to despise your brother. You're not going to have no brotherhood. But now the scripture is giving us the solution to separate ourselves from the enemy. Mm-hmm. Because if we don't separate ourselves from the enemy, we're not going to look at our brothers like we should with brotherhood. We're just going to hold on to the enemy, and that is going to cause us to hate our people.
That's right.
And the solution, the Bible just gave it to us: separate from the enemy.
That's right. Separate yourself from that enemy and grab home and take heed to a friend. Because the only friend that we have is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's the only friend that we have. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible. Our people. We ain't never had a safe place that we could go to, so, you know what I'm saying, so we could dust off all the trauma, all the Stockholm Syndrome, sir. So we could dust off all the Stockholm Syndrome, you know what I'm saying, and start loving our brother and sister again. according to the Bible. Not according to our slave master, not according to the people who kidnap us. According to what we know. According to the Bible. Read on, Shopman.
Okay, verse 15. Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend.
Go on.
And his excellency is invaluable.
His what?
His excellency is invaluable.
His excellency is invaluable. That's a faithful friend. It's money right there. It's a great currency that will live on forever. So, like, sir, can you give me Psalms chapter 19, verse 7?
Psalm?
Yeah, come on. Psalms chapter 19, verse 7. But we have to learn the Lord's statutes and commandments. We have to be retaught again. And since 1969, that's what in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge have been teaching our people. Because sometimes we go, sometimes we don't know how to love. We don't know how to be a friend. We don't know anything about the laws and statute commandments. We just know everything of what our slave master had told us. Had told us. Read that, sir.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
Say that again.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Wait, hold on. The Christian church says you can't be perfect. If you broke one law, you broke them all. You can't be perfect. But say that again, sir?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is perfect. Read on.
Converting the soul.
Do you want to say that again?
Converting the soul.
Converting the soul. For your soul to be converted. For you to become a new person. We have to be taught the Lord's statute commandments according to the Bible. Our soul got to be converted. Got to be converted from the trauma state, from the Stockholm syndrome state. And the only thing, that's going to convert us is believing into the Most High God, His Son, and in these laws right here. The action. This is love right here. Action is, love is an action word. Read on, sir.
The testimony of the Lord is sure.
The what?
The testimony of the Lord is sure.
The testimony of the Lord is sure. That's what the testimony right there. Your actions, your fruits. If if you follow the Lord's statute commandments, you don't got no choice but to be a brother, be a sister, be a father, be a mother, be a nephew and an uncle, according to the Lord's statute commandments. It's an action word, not according to, the people who kidnap us. We have to be retaught. Yeah, you have a question? Go on.
I just noticed your sign on the wall. Don't be sure, make sure.
Yeah, that's what it is. Don't be, don't be sure. You make sure. You make sure that, you make sure that you follow the Lord's statute commandments so your soul could be converted to something new. That's the sure right there. That's repentance. Start that from the top, sir.
Psalm 19, verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is perfect. Read on.
Converting the soul.
Converting the soul. Changing your soul. Changing who you was. Now you become somebody new. Read on.
The testimony of the Lord is sure.
The what?
The testimony of the Lord is sure.
The statement of the Lord is sure. The statement of the law is always sure. That it's sure that if you follow the Lord's statute commandment, it will convert your soul. Read on.
Making wise the simple.
Say that again.
Making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple. That's it. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's time for me to change. I can't do that no more. But
God, and being simple will be also to fall under your oppressor's culture. Is that Stockholm syndrome? Like our brothers in the world, they are simple. This is why they'll tell you, we're not, we're not Hispanics are not our people. This is why our brothers and sisters, we gangbang, we hate each other, we gossip. It's full. It is in our music. It is in everything that we do because we have become simple under this oppressor by adapting his spirit, his philosophy. And the law of the Most High is the cure for that.
right.
You can't be simple when you're following the law, statutes, and commandments because you're going to be wise against this oppressor. You're going to know this oppressor is there to destroy you. And you can be simple by following God's law. This is why in the UPK, we are not simple in here. We understand the trickery of the oppressor.
Right. And what I'm saying, once we start understanding that, we will start following the Lord's holidays. We won't, you know what I'm saying? It would be, you know what I'm saying? It would be easy for us to stop celebrating our kidnapper holidays. It's easy. It would be easy.
Holy
days, a lot. Holy days. Because I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying, yesterday was, you know what I'm saying, I didn't even know. I found out like 4 o'clock. I ended up moving the car on one side to try to move it back because it was a holiday Monday. So I'm like, oh man, I didn't know. You know what I mean? It was just Monday. It was just Monday. You know what I mean? It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? It's a piece of perimeter. And I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? I gotta start getting prepared for it. Start getting, you know what I'm saying? Start getting ready for it. No. That's the converting the soul right there. That's understand, oh man, I'm suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Why I'm mad at this brother? Because he's telling me that I'm God's chosen people. Why I'm mad at this, you know what I'm saying, this brother who's telling me that, you know what I'm saying, that you have to show brotherhood and be, you know what I'm saying, be mindful and be understanding and be understanding of what you say or what you do according to your people. Why I'm being upset at that? This is, you know what I'm saying, we have to convert our soul. By converting our soul, that's when we could dust off the Stockholm syndrome. We could dust it off. So like I said, let me get Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. Because the Lord is perfect. But we cannot go along, you know what I'm saying? We cannot go along with our slave master.
Proverbs 25?
Yeah, Proverbs 25 and 28.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule.
Say that again.
He that hath no rule
He that have no rule, read on.
Over his own spirit.
Over his what?
Own spirit.
Read on.
Is like a city that is broken down.
Do you hear that, blacks and Hispanics and American Indians? We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to go along to get it on. We don't want to have no rules. You know what I'm saying? We want to say anything, disrespect each other. We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to sell drugs to everybody. We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to make whores out of our sisters because we don't want no rules. Because our oppressor don't have no rules. When it become morals. The oppressor, this country don't have no moral compass. They don't have no moral compass. If you know what I'm saying, if you and your spouse is married, and if that person step out the marriage, it's okay because they was unhappy. Because they was unhappy. No, try to work at, work at the marriage and make it better. I could leave because I was unhappy. Or I found somebody that make me happier. So they could just, you know what I'm saying, go down to the courthouse and just get a divorce because that person was unhappy. Because it was, you know what I'm saying, because it was cold on that Monday. Because you could divorce at anything. They call it no-fault divorce. You could wake up in the morning, hit your toe on the door, and say, I want a divorce in this country. That's what's on the books. No-fault divorce. No fault. It doesn't have to be nobody's fault. You just leave it. Read that from the top, Officer.
He that have no rule over his own spirit.
He that have no rules over his own spirit. He ain't got no rules. Any rules that he have, you know what I'm saying? Any rules that we have it in pencil so we can just erase it. If you know what I'm saying, when it go up against our philosophy. And the law, statute, commandments, you know what I'm saying? We love the Most High God. We have faith. We have faith. We are afraid of the Most High God. So we do the things that we don't want to do. We follow the law, statute, commandments. We get up, you know what I'm saying? We get up and teach these laws. You know what I'm saying? We teach about brotherhood. We show brothers and sisters how to be a brother and sister. Because our soul got converted. Because we follow the law, statute, commandments. It's not about me. It's not how I feel. It's what I'm doing. My love is what I'm doing. Love is an action word. It's not what we say. We have to show it. We have to give a reminder of it. Because we have Stockholm Syndrome. Read on, sir.
Is like a city that is broken down, you know and without wall.
It's like a city that, you know what I'm saying, it says, he that have no rules over his own spirit, his own God, is like a city that is broken down without walls. Now, what is a wall? What is a wall? A barrier. And what do barriers do?
Keep things in or out.
Keep things in and out. You know what I'm saying? It means that the things that you don't want in, you make sure that it protects you from that, right? That's what it is. That is the rules. That's the rule. It protects us from things coming in. It's protect us from, you know what I'm saying, things that coming in that, you know what I'm saying, that will harm our nation of people. That's what it would do.
God, and if I may, you know, that's what the laws of God do. It give us that rule, which is really that control over our own spirit. It give us control over our spirit where we're not influenced by outside, you know, entities like our oppressor. Because now the laws of God give us control over our spirit where we know we cannot do certain things because it goes against the laws. So now we are protected because we're not accepting those outside influence, because now these laws that God give us, they give us control over our spirit.
Good comment. The water for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, because we were like second, like, oh man, we're going off. We have to check ourselves. You know what I mean? I remember my brother was always saying, yo, check your spirit. You got to check that spirit, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because you will go off and you don't even realize that you're going off. And guess what? And if somebody say that you're going off, you probably get mad at that person. You're going to get mad at that person. Because you've been, and you know what I'm saying? We've been doing it so long, because remember, we've been in this country for a long period of time. It says in that video that I played, you know what I mean? Her name was Patricia. She became Tanya. She became Tanya in 2 months period. In a 2 month period, she started robbing banks with her kidnappers. She started kidnapping other, you know what I'm saying? She started kidnapping with them and doing exactly the same thing that they was doing in a 2 month period. And what are we doing now? Selling drugs to one another. Talking greasy and disrespecting one another. You know what I'm saying? Whoring out our sisters. Putting our brothers in bad situations. Putting our sisters in bad situations. Our daughter is walking around, you know what I'm saying, walking around the house with no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Our sons is walking around the house with no clothes on and saying that's normal because they're in the house with their own family. Your brother's walking around with you with just his boxes on. Salaki. Sir, Salaki, put it on sound. Your brother's walking around you comfortable with just his boxes on. And what you telling him, yo, man, what you doing? Put some clothes on, man. He was like, yo, what you talking about? He don't even understand what's going on. Because he's normalized this behavior. He's supposed to walk around, you know what I'm saying, that around his wife. Not his brother. Not his sister, not his mother. This was what's going on, and this is the stuff that the law, you know what I'm saying, that the law is perfect. To show us, you know what I'm saying, the things that we doing was wrong. So can you get Proverbs? Matter of fact, let me get Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Get Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. Because this is what we have to do. When we follow the Lord's statute commandments, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, once we follow the Lord's statute commandments and understanding that you know what I'm saying, we've been captive and we suffering from you know what I'm saying, we suffer from Stockholm syndrome, which means that we took on the philosophy of our kidnappers. We took on white Jesus doctrine. We took on slave master doctrine. We took on Americanism doctrine. And not ourselves. This is what we have to do. And this is what our brother Paul was talking to his brothers about. You know?
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversations the old man.
Will you say that again?
That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
Go on.
Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
Start that from the top, officer.
Ephesians 4 and 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
The what?
The old man.
We got to take off the old man, the former conversation. The formal conversation. Because our conversation, you know what I'm saying, before, you know what I'm saying, before was terrible. Especially to our brothers. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we not, you know what I'm saying, we don't know the reason why we talking to them in a bad way. We don't even understand that. Because we've been so ingrained in this society that is normalized in our family. Everybody in the family is yelling, but nobody is saying, why are we yelling at each other? Everybody in the family is mad at each other. Nobody is saying, yo, why are we mad at each other?
Gossiping.
Everybody's gossiping. Gossiping. There we go. Gossiping. That's what we're doing. And nobody raised their hand up and like, yo, why are we doing this? Why are we yelling at each other? Why am I feeling such an angry, you know what I'm saying, just angry towards you just because you're not from our hood? You know what I'm saying? We're like, what's going on with this? Well, read that from the top, sir.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
But put off the old man, that former conversation. Read on.
Which is corrupt.
Which is what?
Corrupt.
That old man is what?
Corrupt.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to learn to be what? Not, you know what I'm saying? Not
corrupt.
Not corrupt. Because if we, you know what I'm saying, if we still following what our oppressor says, we always going to be corrupt. You know what I'm saying? We don't even realize, you know what I'm saying, how bad is our words. And once somebody say, yo, man, what's going on? That person don't even recognize that they saying that. We've been in the grain, you know what I'm saying? We've been in the crack so long that we don't even realize that we're saying these words towards our brothers and sisters. We don't even realize that. It became normal language. And guess who, and we talking to our daughters like that. We're talking to our sons like that. We're talking to our fathers like that. We're talking to our mothers like that. You know why? Because we was talked to like that. You know what I'm saying?
According to the deceitful lust.
According to the deceitful lust. Of, you know what I'm saying? Of our
It's like I was helping you out.
Yeah, I'm like, can you read like that? According to our flesh. According to our flesh. According to, you know what I'm saying, according to what, you know what I'm saying, what make us feel good. Deceitfulness. You know what I mean? Deceitfulness. Like, what's the reason why we started using drugs? There's only two reasons why we started using drugs. Because we saw our friends and they look cool using, or we knew what would drugs do to make us forget about the situation that we in. That's what happens. Majority of, you know what I'm saying, people I know who's on weed, they did it because they was at parties and that was the thing to do. It wasn't about they was depressed. No, it was a fun thing to do. They call it what was it?
Really mimicking the oppressor.
The
hippies.
It's a record, what they call it, recreation. It's a fun drug. It's a fun drug. But meanwhile, you have to smoke it morning, noon, and night. All day, every day. It's a fun drug. And anything becomes a drug. Anything that we, you know what I'm saying, that forces us to come put out that we have to do it, it becomes, you know what I'm saying, it becomes a situation, you know what I'm saying, it becomes a deceitful lust. It becomes a deceitful lust. And that was the man that we're supposed to take off, that old man. But only way that we can take off that old man is following the Lord's statutes and commandments. And put it in practice towards your brothers and sisters. Drop that, go to Proverbs.
So I read 23.
Yes, read 23. What about that?
Verse 23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
And say that again, sir.
Be renewed.
We have to be renewed. Read on.
In the spirit of your mind.
In the what?
In the spirit.
In the spirit. In the spirit. We have to be new in the spirit, which means that we have to wear it. You know what I'm saying? We have to wear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have to wear it the way the brothers and sisters see us now. That's in the world that we grew up with. They know I'm different. They know, you know what I'm saying? They know the things that I've done in the past is not who I am now. I wear it. I wear Isupk. I wear the Lord's statutes and commandments. I wear it. And people see it on us. So I'm renewed in my mind. I'm renewed in the mind. And when it says, you put
2 more verses. 2 more verses.
Oh, okay.
Verse 24. And that ye put on the new man.
That we do what?
Put on the new man.
We're going to put on that new man. We're going to take off all that old man, that corrupt conversation, that deceitful lust. You know what I'm saying? All that disrespecting our brothers and sisters. All, you know what I'm saying? All that not showing brotherhood to a brother and sister. You know what I mean? We're going to pull all that to the side. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to dig the ground up and throw it in the dirt and bury it. And what are we going to do in verse 24?
Which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to and that we put on the new man. We're going to put on the new man. We're going to put on the new sister. We're going to put on the new brother. We're going to put on the new father. We're going to put on the new mother. We're going to put on the new uncle. We're going to put on the new nephew. We're going to put on the new niece. We're going to put on the new aunt. We're going to put that brand new self on. We're going to put it on. Gladly, we're going to put it on. We're going to put it on. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put it on. Like I said, start with
which after God is created in righteousness.
Oh man, which after God, which is created in righteousness. We're going to put on that new righteousness. God's righteousness. And only God's righteousness is following the law, statute, commandments. Converting the soul. The law of the Lord is perfect. Converting the soul. That's what we're going to put on. And righteousness and read on.
And true holiness.
And true what?
Holiness.
And true holiness and true separateness. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be separate from that old man.
Come and bring it home in the next verse.
Gone.
Verse 25. Wherefore, putting away lying.
We say that again?
Wherefore, putting away lying.
Wherefore, putting away lying. Now, I'm talking about brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? This is the brotherhood class. It says, therefore, putting away lying. Now, I'm only, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
I'm talking about us lying.
Right.
We lying to ourselves. We lying to ourselves and talking about, you know what I'm saying, that that God loves everybody, but we don't read it in the Bible. We lying to ourselves that Joe Biden is gonna get us out of slavery. We lying to ourselves, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, we lying to ourselves that Joe Biden gonna build up our country. We lying to ourselves. So we're gonna stop that. We're gonna stop lying to ourselves and put on, you know what I'm saying, God's righteousness and holiness. We don't
speak every man truth with his neighbor.
Say that again.
Speak every man truth with his neighbor.
It says, speak every man truth with his neighbor. The truth is the Lord's statute commandment. The truth is found, you know what I'm saying, is found the Most High God in Yahweh Shai. That's the truth. The truth is not lying to your brother. The truth, you know what I'm saying? The truth is converting your soul and becoming, and taking off the old man and becoming the new man. That's what your neighbor, and who's your neighbor? Who's your neighbor? You know what I mean? Your neighbor is your nation. Your neighbor is the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indian. That's your neighbor. That's your neighbor. Only a slave master that says everybody is your neighbor. Your neighbor. A slave master. A slave master is my neighbor? How is that possible? He's enslaved me. How am I going to talk truth to a slave master? How am I going to talk to my slave master according to the Bible, how to treat each other? How am I going to talk to a slave master? Because he got his boot here on my back. I'm uncomfortable turning my neck to talk to him about God. You know what I'm saying?
For we are members one of another.
We are what?
Members one of another.
Oh, we are members one of another. It's only one body. There's only one body. That's the old man. And that, you know what I'm saying? That's taking off the old man, putting on the new man. That you see another so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American as your brother. That's it right there. That's the one member right there. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians is La Familia. It's one family. It's only one family. That's it. That's all we have is us. All that stuff that's going on in California, you know what I'm saying? And you have the, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Mexicans and the so-called Blacks, and it's, you know what I mean, fighting against each other for what? For what? You know what I'm saying? I guess so-called black made laws that said Mexicans cannot vote. Mexicans cannot come into this country. I guess that's what we did. That's the reason why they mad. Oh no, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess Mexicans made laws said, you know, so-called blacks cannot vote. I guess the Mexicans made a law that said, you know what I'm saying? Said that we could, you know what I'm saying? That I guess the Mexicans was lynching us. I guess that's the reason why we mad at them. Where did his hatred come from? Because we never did anything to him. What we did to him? Learn the same stuff that we learned from our kidnappers? Learn the stuff that we learned from the same people who kidnapped the Mexicans and me? Huh? We only one body. We only one body. Think it's by accident, you know what I'm saying? Blacks and Native American Indians and Mexicans is always in the same goddamn neighborhood. Always. Always. One speaking Spanish and one speaking, you know what I'm saying? One speaking English. Two British countries, two European countries that in that you know what I'm saying, that forced their language on us. Come on. Come on. How long are we gonna go through this, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? So can you read the title? Can you read the title to this class, please, bro?
Isupk is a safe place for Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians for brotherhood and sisterhood.
That's it. This is the only place for it. That's it. This is the only place for it. Now, if you don't want brotherhood and sisterhood, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Over here, it's nothing but brotherhood and sisterhood. On this side, we iron out differences. On this side, you know what I'm saying? We apologize for our wrongdoings. On this side, you know what I'm saying? We make sure that you're okay. On this side, you could come to us and talk to us about certain things that you know what I'm saying, that you're not comfortable talking to anybody. And nobody's not going to talk about it. Nobody ain't going to go online and go to a show that called Shay Shay. Nobody's not going to do that. That's only between you, the Most High, and that brother. That's it. That's how it's supposed to be.
Time check, 8:45.
That's how it's supposed to be. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like this, sir. Can you go on? You got the Proverbs 16 and 29. Now, once we take off that old conversation, that corrupt, that deceitful lust, and we put on that new man, showing truth to your neighbor. That's what we can stand on. But if we don't take off that old conversation, this will happen. Can you read it?
Proverbs 16, verse 29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor.
Say that again.
A violent man enticeth his neighbor.
It says a violent man enticeth his neighbor. Like, so some type of seducing. A violent man. Because we don't want to follow the Lord's statute commandments. So this violent man, you know what I'm saying? Our oppressor. Our brother who took on the traits, you know what I'm saying, took on the philosophy of our oppressor. Now he gonna, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm a violent man. So I'm going to entice my neighbor to do the things that I want to do. Read on.
And leadeth him into the way that is not good.
Say that again.
And leadeth him into the way that is not good.
No, we took on the philosophy. We became that violent man. You know what I'm saying? We became that drug dealer. You know what I mean? We became that robber. You know what I mean? We became, you know what I'm saying, that stealer. We became, you know what I'm saying, that unaliver. We became just like our slave master. and we go to our next door neighbor, because that's what we're going to go to. Read on, sir.
Verse 30.
Oh, matter of fact, no, we're going to read it again.
Verse 29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good.
And leadeth the way to the way that is not good. That's that violent man. You know what I mean? That's that man that refuse, you know what I'm saying, to take off the old conversation. That's that man refused to repent for his sins. So he's going to go in and entice his neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Seduce his neighbor to do the things that he wasn't thinking about doing. That's what our slave master does. They entice us. Same thing what Joe Biden did to Haiti. He enticed, that violent man enticed them. Said, yo, we're going to do this. Come over here. It's going to be a beautiful. While they coming over here, he's going over there. You know what I mean? He's going over there with what is that? The former president. What's his name? He was under George Bush Jr. Dick Cheney. He gonna go over there with his construction company and start building up Haiti. That's what he gonna do. Same, you know what I mean? He gonna get all the contracts. It ain't gonna be one Haitian construction company contract. It's gonna be all out the country. It's gonna be all American contracts. You're gonna see all Americans going over there and building up Haiti. And Haiti won't be able to come back home. And if they do come back home, then, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be second and third class citizens because they're gonna be justified. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. That's a violent man entices his neighbor. That's what happens. You drop that, sir. Go to Luke 6:31. Luke chapter 6, verse 31. Go to the bedrock. 10 minutes. And this is what we have to do for Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. We have to be reminded about, you know what I'm saying, be reminded that so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, man, we have to show brotherhood towards one another. We have to. Because we don't, you know what I'm saying? Because we haven't, you know what I'm saying? We haven't did it. Our slave master, the kidnappers, has shown us otherwise. And we have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to cut ourselves away from, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor, our enemy.
Luke chapter 6, verse 31. As ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Can you blow that up, sir? Read that scripture over there. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. That's what everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody wants. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to say, yo, don't talk to me that way. This is for Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. Because we don't do this. We just say it. But we don't live by that philosophy. We don't live by that philosophy. Because we want to speak greasy to each other, but we want to live clean. We want to speak dirt to each other, but we want to live clean. Because we don't know how to speak to each other. We don't. We have to know, for us to follow this, we have to learn the law, statute, commandments, you know what I'm saying? So we won't disrespect one another. I'm going to treat that brother how a brother, exactly like a brother. Because that's how I want to be treated. Because I know the law, statute, commandments. I know that's my brother. I can't talk to him any other way because I don't want him to talk to me any other way. So you know what I'm going to be? I'm going to be the example. Come on, brother. You know, you can't talk to that sister like that. Because you're going to be somebody just like you going to talk to your mother like that. So you want that done to your mother? Or your little sister? So you can't talk to that brother like that. I mean, that sister like that. You can't talk to that brother like that. And I understand the reason why you're talking that way, because we follow the traits of our slave master. But we can't do that anymore. Let me see here. Oh yeah, go down to 32.
For if ye love them which love you, what thank have ye? For sinners also love those that love them.
This is the R right here. For if ye love them which love you, what thanks have ye? What thanks have you? What thanks have you? For sinners also love those that love them. Now the difference between two loves, that the sinner think by us, you know what I'm saying, by you sin, by you know what I'm saying, by doing sinful things and help them out in their sins, the sinner would, you know what I'm saying, also love that sinner. So if somebody say, yo, I'm going to give you a deal, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to give you a deal on some drugs, that's two sinners. And what, you know what I'm saying, and the sinner would shake hands and would enjoy each other company over that. Right.
And if I may, this is the reason why the Isupk is the home of the truth, because what we are doing here in the Isupk is supernatural. It's something that the world cannot understand. Because in the Isupk, you're going to have a Haitian and a Dominican.
Right.
The Haitians and the Dominicans are supposed to be enemies in the world. We're supposed to not love one another. As a Haitian, I'm supposed to look at the Dominicans and hate them. But in the Isupk, we are taught to love the Dominicans. The Dominicans are taught to love the Haitians.
That's right.
The same with Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. We are taught to not be enemies, to not hate one another like the oppressor will have us do, but to actually love one another.
That's right. That's right. Clap it up for our. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. And that's what we teach, you know what I'm saying? The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's to go back to the, you know what I'm saying, my class title. This is a safe place for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to learn brotherhood and sisterhood, to love each other. How to love each other according to the Most High God. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians is the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. Our King Yahushua taught us about love, how to come together. The Bible is only talking about, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites, to come together, to love one another, and how to treat each other and follow the Most High God. That's it. That's what the Bible's about. Drop that, this is my last scripture. Go to John 13 and 34. Go to John 13 and 34. Because this is a reminder, you know what I'm saying, for brothers and sisters. This is what we have to remind our brothers and sisters. This is what we do since 1969, to remind our brothers and sisters who we are and the things that we have to do. Read that, Papa Shaw.
John chapter 13, verse 34.
This is Yahushua talking to his people. This is Jesus Christ talking to his people, to remind his people underneath the boot heel of the Romans. Right.
A new commandment I give unto you.
Go on.
That ye love one another.
That we do what?
That ye love one another.
That Blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians are supposed to do what?
Love one another.
That we love one another. Read on.
As I have loved you.
As what?
I have loved you.
As he loved us. What did he do? You know what I'm saying? That he loved us so much, he put his life on the line for us. He put his life on the line for us. And in John chapter 15, verse 13, no greater love have no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. What did Yahushua do? He laid his life down for his friends. Separate thyself from thy enemy and take heed to a friend. Read on.
as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
That ye also love one another. He's quoting, you know what I'm saying, the Old Testament. That's what he's quoting in the Old Testament. He remind his brother about the Old Testament because that's what he's reading. Leviticus chapter, 19 verse, I think it's 19 and 18. That's what he's quoting. This is a new command. Come on, brothers and sisters. Which it wasn't a new commandment, it was an old commandment. But we got to get reminded. We got to get reminded of this. And that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what the priest and the prophet of Isupk remind our brothers and sisters. That we love one another as Yahushua loved us. That's, you know what I mean? That's it. That's it. Love is the action word. The action is us putting our life on the line because I love you that much. And I know the Lord set commandments. And you are God's chosen people. You are worth my life. You know what I'm saying? My life. You are worth that. 2 is better than 1, baby. If I fall, I got a brother right there who will pick me up. Matter of fact, he's not going to pick me up. He's going to make sure that my back don't hit the goddamn ground. That's what he's going to do. And he's going to make sure my back don't hit the ground. And with that, I'm Priest and Officer Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York, and this is the ISUPK. Start off with 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that 2 is better than 1. That 2 is better than 1.
You're right.
You know what I mean? If 1 fall, you know what I'm saying, you got the other one. His fellow will be right there to make sure, you know what I'm saying, to pick him up. His brother will be right there to pick him up. All right? And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to the Priest and Officer Yakuza.
Wrap it up for the class. Sign Price. ISUPK security announcement. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, verses 8 to 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, we have the Feast of Purim, which is approaching. This is going to be Thursday, December 20. Oh, sorry, I'm saying February. Next month, February, Thursday, February 22nd, and Friday, February 23rd. All right. Any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And if you're a sister, you would like to join the school, make sure you contact you could speak to your camp leader or contact the school nearest your location. Go to isupk.com. With that, Mena Vizwa, Imajam, which means to stand. Imajam Shabbat, Imajam Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshabra. The sisters, Yahweh Shema Atam Ba'ashim Yahushua, Yajma Mata, dismiss.